Yo, YouTube, what's crackalackajackasmacin? It's Waffleman with a video, and we got some huge lockdown defender news for NBA 2K19 and just general information on the NBA 2K19 in general. So I was looking on Twitter. I haven't really looked at anyone's tweets like Ronnie 2K's or Mike Wang's for a while. Go on Mike Wang's Twitter page. He made some replies, and I saw this one reply to this guy called Brett Has. And he says, I was wondering, you're making all these changes to things like shooting, but are you going to fix stuff like defense or the pickpocket badge in 2K19? And then Mike Wang says, absolutely. So of course, defense is one of the biggest problems in 2K18. Too many blow-by animations, too many non-playmaking builds that are playmaking primary, getting past individuals that technically have a higher lateral quickness and even a higher speed, and people are just abusing the blow-by animations. I mean, this is a very animation-based game, which I'm hoping 2K19 isn't like. So then Brett Has continues to say he has a lockdown defender. Shout out to the lockdown defenders out there. He doesn't like the pickpocket, and he also says that basically they kind of want 2K19's lockdown defender to be like 2K17's lockdown defender. Now this is the next conversation, and you're going to see these tweets on the screen right now, but these guys actually want an increase in the lockdown defender's mid-range, because typically right now the mid-range for me is like a 58 mid-range, open mid-range, and it's near max, and I'm a 91 overall, so it's not going to get any better than the 58 mid-range, and the 58 mid-range, it's not really that good. But you remember, this is the first time 2K's had dual archetypes, and I understood the fact that, if you're a lockdown defender, you got defensive anchor, Hall of Fame badges, 98 steal, 99 block and shot contest, 84 lateral quickness if you're 6'7". So I was like, okay, I'll take the loss on shooting, I'll take the loss on slashing and layup ability if I can reach the maximum potential of defense, man. And that's what a lockdown defender is. So that's why you could still make, if you want shooting, make a sharp shooting defender, make a slashing defender, even though I always say don't make a slashing defender, because the lockdown defender's dunking ability is pretty good. And that's why I'm talking about this tweet right here, because they want their mid-range to be like 2K17 for the lockdown. This man even says the lockdown had a mid-range of 80 in 2K17. No, I never seen a lockdown of an 80 mid-range in 2K17. Probably with boost you had above a 80 rating. But I don't necessarily agree with having the lockdown defenders having an increased mid-range. Now maybe a 70 mid-range max might be okay, or even bump it up to 65. But listen, man, if you want to be a pure lockdown defender, then be a pure lock. Stop goofing and fucking around, man. You want shooting? Go make a sharp shooting defender. Or better yet, don't even make a defender. Make a pure sharp shooter you want to be able to shoot. Because on the lockdown side, we all about that clamp defense. It's strap up or you strap down, you know what I'm saying? But there was also another tweet that Mike Wang replied to, and he will say defense is a major focus for 2K19, basically reiterating what he said in the previous reply. And he said locks will be a very strong build. So this is again another person, King Boog. I don't know, these guys don't have any profile pics, but he says, are lockdowns actually going to be usable this year? Will they be able to stop weak strength builds like the pure shots from blowing by them? Which I definitely agree with. Again, blow by animations are ridiculous in this game. There are too many times in this game where I am a 6'7" lockdown defender with 84 lateral quickness, 85 speed, and 85 acceleration, and you got these non-playmaking builds at small forward literally blowing past me. And some of these people are actually making layups. Now, first of all, you gotta remember, I have Hall of Fame defensive stopper. Hall of Fame defensive stopper apparently lowers the attributes, specific attributes, not all attributes, by 9 points. And it also erases most of or all of your badges. So the fact that some people are continuously making some of these layups on my character, and when I'm defending in the paint, they're calling fouls like, listen, most of my fouls, like I said before, are not by reaching, but by contesting shots. Contesting shots. I can't even get chase down artists because every time I go chase down for a block, they call a foul. They either call a foul or I don't even get no block at all. I don't get anything. So the lockdown is at a disadvantage in this game. I understand that. That's why in the beginning of this 2K, I said lockdowns are dead this year. I definitely said that. You can go check that video on my page. I said lockdown defenders are done this year. And I stopped playing with my lockdown for a while, hopped back on it, and now I'm enjoying it again. But there are definitely problems that need to be addressed. So Mike Wang says defense will be a major focus. Locks will be a very strong build. And I'm thinking to myself, well, I'm already kind of comfortable with my lockdown defender right now, even though, of course, I realize there are disadvantages and there are definitely problems. But if this lockdown defender that we have in 2K18 can be, well, it's mainly a gameplay issue. If the gameplay can be addressed for the lockdown defender in 2K19, this build is going to be unstoppable on defense, man. I mean, think about it. I'm already out here getting all these rebounds, getting all these blocks and stuff like that. Of course, there's going to be fouls and stuff like that. But if this build were to be transferred to 2K19 with the gameplay improvements, with the less canned animations, and now you're telling me pickpocket is actually going to let lockdown defenders get steals now? This build's gonna be fucking OP. I mean, you already see the people in these tweets talking about increasing the lockdown defenders mid-range. Somebody in this tweet actually wants the lockdown to get better dunks. Like, nigga, y'all niggas is crazy. See, this is why sometimes you can't take all the community feedback, because I'm fine with the offensive. Like right now, I'm completely fine with the offensive ability of the lockdown. You've never seen me complain about the offensive ability on the lockdown on this channel. Never. You can't find a single quote. Defense? Yes. I will talk about the defense and make critiques of the defense because it's a defensive build. It is the best defensive build in the game. So of course, I'm going to talk about the defense. But I have never once complained about the offense. The mid-range. You know, I make mid-ranges, man. I make close shots. You've seen me hit a couple corner threes with my lockdown defender. And like I said, the dunking ability is great for what it is. That's why I keep telling you people, don't even make a slashing defender, because you might as well just make a lockdown and get all that defensive boost and shit like that and still be slashing like a monster. So that's why I say, like, yo, there's not even really a need to increase the offensive ability. Just make sure the defense works. And then the last tweet we're going to be looking at is iPod King Carter. So lockdown defenders will still be the name of the build, and will spamming square for steals be addressed towards these builds. Now you see, I play 2K more than a lot of these 2K YouTubers did, and I still averaged a 4-point GPA in my college semester. Not saying anything, but that's just saying that I didn't really play 2K that much, but I definitely played more than some of these other YouTubers. And listen, iPod King Carter, I respect you, man. You know, I respect your channel. I respect you as a person. You know, met you back in New York at the event last year. But people don't really be spamming that much, man. I mean, people always get it twisted about spamming square. And this is what I noticed when playing a lot of 2K games too, right? People love to go up against the lockdown and prove them wrong. They just love it. It's funny. You got these non-playmaking builds going up against a lockdown defender like me, 91 overall, and they're literally trying to test me. And I'm looking at this person, I'm like, you know you're a sharpshooter, right? Or you know you're a slasher, right? You know your playmaking, your ball control is not that high, right? And they're literally continuously dribbling around me. Now tell me which person you expect not to press square at any time during that possession. Of course, most of the time you might not be called for fouls, but at some point, whenever I face a lockdown defender, right, I don't try to do anything. I don't try to boogie and woogie. I play the right basketball. I make the right pass, the right move all the time. I don't sit there with the ball 10 seconds trying to get by a lockdown. Like, that's just stupid to me. That doesn't even make any sense to me. That's why, listen, if you're going to let yourself get spammed by a lockdown defender, that's honestly on you, because you're trying way too hard to get by a lockdown defender. And there's multiple pro-am games where I played in the past 2 days where I was literally playing small forward or shooting guard as my lockdown defender, and they're inbounding the ball to the shooting guard or small forward. And I'm a lockdown. It's like the team knows I'm a lockdown, and they're literally saying, yo, let me bring the ball up to court. At shooting all those, you're trying too hard, man. I'm sorry. Y'all niggas in this community are trying way too hard on lockdowns. But anyways, man, 2K19 is going to be huge for lockdown defenders apparently. Not sure it's going to be my first build. Maybe it will, but I'm probably going to go with another shot creator again. Who knows, man? But anyways, man, like I said, let me know what your thoughts in the comment sections. Leave a like for more. I'm out for now. Peace.